Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. It's a horror story, so if you're easily frightened, you probably should turn this off now. Imagine I take you out into the woods, and I cripple you like Kathy Bates did to James Caan in that movie Misery. You somehow get well, you survive. That clubbing was brutal. I give you a rickety wooden cane and I tell you to walk. That down the road are opportunities. I'm going to throw in a side of empathy with those opportunities. You just got to make it there. Can't you see? I've given you an opportunity. You're so lucky with this opportunity. In this country, my country, we have hobbled folks from the moment we walk them across countries in Africa, putting them on a ship to come across that great ocean, only to land, to walk to whatever plantation they were going to. We worked them from can't see to can't see, and somehow they survived. They survived long enough to see the end of that period called enslavement, to that period called so-called emancipation that moved into a penal system that they somehow survived. If you were poor, if you were destitute, if you had no money, we could put you in jail and make you work for the rest of your days on what was called a chain gang. Oh, there were lynchings and Jim Crows, but still they thrived, and somehow they thrived so well that there were cities and places that looked like Wall Street. And so folks came in and shot and killed them and hung their corpse so that others would see and know that they better not do anything again. Somehow they survived, and they marched, and they were beaten down, and they got into good trouble, and somehow they survived. And so now we say we're going to give you an opportunity. Because even though you survived, you're not quite equal. You haven't quite made it. You haven't gotten out of the poverty that hobbling put you in. So we're going to give you an opportunity with a side dish of empathy. And if you can make it, if you can qualify for that opportunity, then we'll give it to you. Now, I know it feels a little paternalistic that I'm giving you the opportunity that you created in this great nation, because by the by, it was on your backs that the wealth was built. It was on your backs that we mortgaged to get more capital, to create more capital, to create more wealth. And the rich got richer and the poor stayed the same. And somehow, in this horror story, the poor, who didn't look like those who had been enslaved, but had been enslaved to poverty, sided with the rich. Because that was the most insidious part of that game, to make you think you're lucky, that you are privileged even without power. It's a scary tale, but I've seen the end of it. And at the end of that tale, all people begin to look at one another and see one another and respect the rights and human dignity of one another. We walk long walks together to justice, to freedom for all, so that we all have a share in this great American experiment. No zero sum, no I win, you lose. It's we all win. Some get there sooner than others, but it's not the ones who were handing out the opportunity. It was the one who made it for themselves. I love you. I do.